Right, I'm here with Mike Graham, and we're going to learn how to put a samurai helmet on. So I'm going to leave you to it in a minute, and Mike's going to explain it. We're going to try and zoom up and get all the knots and things like that. So off you go, Mike.
Okay, well the first one we're going to look at is a traditional way that you can very easily tie it yourself, and it's great for when you're displaying armour as well. Now first of all, we've got 3 little hooks on the inside, and what I'm going to do is just pull the back ones slightly loose so that they hang out at the back, and I'll be using those later. With my thumbs to hold them in place, we're literally going to lift it over and just place it on the head, making sure that these little loops just hang down over the ears there, because we'll be using those in a little while. And then we're going to allow these to hang loose. Sod's law, there we go. There's one there and one there. So they hang loose. So the first knot that we want to do is to keep it in. Now if you've got a face mask on, you can also use the little hooks on there, but we're just going to do a simple knot underneath and get it secured so that it's quite comfortably set on your head. Okay. Now we just pass the 2 of these around the back, and it's just tight, nice and loose at the back of the neck. And then what we want to do is to take one of these little loops that we pulled from the back and just pull it down a bit and go underneath it, and this is going to secure it at the back end of the helmet. And exactly the same with this one here, which will secure it there. So this is now going to pulling it at the back of the helmet. From there we just pull it relaxed and tight, but that's not on the throat, it's just under the chin. And we're going to do a simple bow at the front here, which is 1, over and under and under and over, 2. Now if you're wearing the face mask, these would go back over the hooks to come in this direction, but in this case I'm just going to take them back and just tie a little knot at the back there.
On the face mask, when you put the hooks and they come back, where does it go then?
Okay, it would just hook over the top of those.
Yeah.
So,
and then behind the neck.
So what would happen is that would be on the front of the hook, and the other one would come back through that underneath on the hook, and it just holds it into place. And you'll find that this is actually quite a comfortable way of doing it. Now, if you've got really thick rope, this can be quite hard wearing and gets in the way quite a lot. I quite like the smaller rope because it allows you to do a lot more knots and move easily. But the way this has been designed, it's anchored in 3 places so that you can turn the head well, but if you needed to duck your head, you will just slide straight out of it as well, and there's a little knot, so if anyone grabbed you by the helmet and were trying to break your neck with it, you can just slip out of it as well. So that is a simple way of tying that as one. The other one we'll look at is great for display, but it's also nice and easy to do yourself.
Right, we're going to do a simplified one now. We've changed the helmet, so we're going to do this so that if you're on your own you can simplify it and put it on.
Okay. Now you can have a little cord around the back, but we'll just hold this in place, and this is very simple. We'll just place it over the head nice and relaxed, and we'll get it in the right position that we're looking for. And I'm just going to do a simple little knot at the bottom under the chin. Okay, you can move your hands away. We get that so it's nice and comfortable, and I'm just going to do a bow. And we pull it through so that all the sides are equal on both ends. And then what we're going to do now is we put that over the hook there so it holds it into place, and then this will then wrap over 1, 2, and if you've got tassels they'll just hang down the side. That will then secure there. If I come over to the other side, we do exactly the same on this side. 1, 2, and if you've got tassels they'll hang down the side, and we just ping that over to the front, and you'll find that will hold in place very comfortably, and that holds the face mask on. Very quick and easy to do yourself, and it will stay nice and tight. Different knots, many schools would keep it a secret because they quite often had bits of chain through the knots, and the way they tied it was to protect weak points of the area in the carotid artery, and they didn't want them to know how they'd done it. But some of the more traditional knots would be around the neck as well to protect those vulnerable areas as well. But this is very simple and easy to do.
Right guys, if you want to follow Mike, I'll put the links below. What's the name of your organisation, Mike?
It's Muso Shugyu Ryu, which is MUSO SHUGYO Ryu, and Facebook is the best place to find us.
Right, Facebook. I'll put the links to Facebook below, and if you want to buy some of this armour, you want to buy some swords, Mike sells it all. So subscribe and keep up to date with all the samurai stuff.